Welcome to Dreamland TV. For those of you that were asking me about if somebody was farming on a land. So if somebody was farming on a land, or somebody in a dream was tilling a land, or buying products, or was involved in packing certain goodies to himself. Maybe he's putting it in a room, in a warehouse. He's putting it on his piece of land. Anything that meant that you are packing things, or you are getting things for yourself, or you are bringing things to yourself in a dream, means profit making. It means profit making, especially, but you have to be very careful. What are you bringing in? Are these farm products? It doesn't have to necessarily be only farm products. It could be the business you are doing. It could be the food you are eating. It could be produce. It could be milk. Anything that looks like you are getting something, you are acquiring it to yourself, or you are bringing them to yourself in a dream, means that you are actually trying to grow. You are actually making profit. If you, in a dream, go to somebody, and in that dream, whether you are borrowing from the person or you are taking from the person, it means it is something that you are amassing to yourself. Anything that in a dream shows that you are going to take something to yourself, it means that you are actually making profit, you are growing, you are making things for yourself, you are getting things for yourself. So it could happen in a farm, it could happen in a house, it could happen in a bush that is not a farm, it could happen on the street, it could happen in a crowd of people. It could mean that people are coming to contribute foods to you. Now, you have to be very careful. There is a twist. There is a twist. You have to look at what shape were you when you were what shape were you in that dream? Were you wearing a tattered cloth? Were you wearing a rich cloth? Were you dressed richly and somebody was bringing things, or were bringing things to you? Now, if it is that you were dressing richly, very, very expensively, and then people are now bringing things to you, it's a dangerous dream. Very dangerous dream. That is not amassing anything to yourself. That is actually driving towards wretchedness. All right? But if you are in a dream simply dressed or tatteredly dressed, or you are dressed according to the kind of job you are doing in that dream, but you are amassing things to yourself, you are getting things to yourself, you are making things, and you are gathering it for yourself, it is profit making, it's a good dream. All right? So be very careful what you are doing, how you are doing it, what you are wearing, before you make that kind of interpretation. However, if you find yourself picking money on a dream, that's a very dangerous dream. You should not be picking money in a dream. It's a very, very dangerous dream. If you find yourself picking money, then what you should be doing is that whatever thing you are doing at that time, don't spend money unnecessarily. Don't waste money because you are going to need it. The dream could be warning you that you are spending money too much, or you are wasting money on unnecessary things. So what you should do in such a situation is sit down, calm down, look at areas where you are spending money, and caution yourself, cut down on areas where you don't need to spend money, because the dream is cautioning you that, bro, you are wasting money and you need to watch out. So be very careful when you are picking money on the floor. It does not necessarily mean that the person will become perverse, as some interpret it. No. It does not necessarily mean that the person will be broke for life, as some interpret it. No. It means that at that immediate time, you are mismanaging your funds. You are mismanaging money. And you need to be careful about your funds, about your spending. Go into it, check areas where there are loopholes, where the cankerworm is eating, and then seal it up so you don't have problem with money issues, and you don't have problem with issues that has to do with the cankerworm eating into you, according to the book of Malachi chapter 3 verse 10. So be very careful about all of this. Dreams are very important. Don't joke with it, because dreams do come to pass.